Asterisk asterisk title. The galaxy was warned. Now humanity strikes. And they learn we never hold back twice asterisk. Asterisk 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 part 1. A light years away. Asterisk asterisk. Eli sat by the window of his small apartment on Mars Colony 3, staring at the red horizon. In his hand was a worn photo of him. And Maya, laughing on Earth, back when the trees still grew thick and the rivers ran clean. That was 5 years ago, before she left for Proxima Station. Before the silence, they had promised to stay close. Best friends since childhood. They built model rockets together, watched meteor showers from the backyard, and swore they'd explore the stars side by side. But life pulled them in different directions. Maya got a research grant on exoplanet atmospheres. Eli stayed behind to help rebuild the coastal towns after the last big storm surged out. At first, they talked every week. Messages full of jokes, memories, and dreams. Then it became every month. Then holidays. Then nothing. Now, Eli felt the distance like a weight in his chest. Not just the 4.2 light years between Mars and Proxima b. It was deeper. Like a door had quietly closed, and he didn't know how to knock. He looked at the message draft on his screen. Just 3 words. Asterisk. Hey, Maya. It's me. He typed it. Deleted it. Typed it again. What could he say? Asterisk, I miss you. I saw a shooting star and thought of you. I don't want to lose you. It all felt too heavy. Too late. He closed the screen and picked up the old audio recorder Maya had given him. For your thoughts, she'd said, so I can hear your voice when I'm far away. He pressed play. His own voice from years ago filled the room. Asterisk, today we launched the little red rocket. It flew for 6 seconds. Maya said that's longer than some governments last. He laughed so hard. Asterisk, he smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. Outside, the colony hummed with life rovers rolling, kids playing near the dome, workers checking oxygen levels. But Eli felt still, frozen in the quiet ache of missing someone who was still alive, but gone anyway. He remembered the last time they spoke. It was a short call. Maya looked tired, her hair pulled back, the lights of Proxima Station glowing behind her. Things are busy here, she said. We're close to a breakthrough. That's great, Eli said, forcing a smile. You'll tell me about it? I will, she promised. Soon. Soon never came. Eli sighed and stood up. He walked to his shelf and pulled out a small metal box. Inside was a tiny model rocket hand-painted red, just like the one they'd launched as kids. He'd finished it last month. He didn't know. Why? Maybe hoping that if he built it, she'd want to see it. Or maybe just to feel close to her again. He sat back down and opened his message app. This time, he didn't write words. He recorded a voice note. Hey, Maya. It's me. I was just thinking about that old rocket we made. I built a new one. Looks kind of silly, but it's got your name on the side. Painted in silver, like stardust. He paused, his voice soft. I miss you. I don't know if you're too busy, or if you've moved on, or if I'm just not part of your world anymore. But I still care. And I'd like to talk. If you want to. He hesitated, then added, no pressure. Just, I hope you're okay. He sent it. Then he waited. Days passed. Eli went to work. Fixed solar panels. Taught kids how to grow tomatoes in low gravity. Smiled when he was supposed to. But every time his device pinged, his heart jumped. It was never her. He started to think she wouldn't answer. That maybe he'd waited too long. That some distances can't be crossed, even with love. Then, one quiet evening, as he watched the twin moons rise, his screen lit up. A message. From Maya. His hands shook as he opened it. It wasn't long. Just a few lines. Greater than Eli. Greater than asterisk, I got your message. I listened to it 3 times. I didn't realize how much I missed your voice. Work got hard. I got lost in it. I thought you'd forget me, but I kept your last letter. I read it when I feel alone. Greater than I saw the photo of the rocket. It's beautiful. You always were better at this than me. Greater than I'd like to talk. Really talk. Can we connect tomorrow? Earth time, 20 o'clock? I miss you too. Asterisk below, it was a small clip of video of her, sitting by a window on Proxima Station. The alien sky behind her was purple and gold. She smiled, a little shy, a little sad. Hi, Eli, she said. It's good to hear from you. Tears filled his eyes. Not sad ones. Not anymore. He typed back. Yes, I'll be there. And for the first time in years, the distance didn't feel so big dot, because Eli realized something simple, something powerful, something that echoed across stars and silence and time. Asterisk, asterisk, humanity finds a way. Asterisk, asterisk, not with warships or force. Not with loud demands, but with courage, with care. With the quiet, stubborn hope that love, even when stretched across light years, can still find its way home. He looked up at the night sky, where Proxima B was just a faint dot among the stars. We never hold back twice, he whispered with a smile. Because the first time, we were just getting started. And somewhere, far away, Maya looked up at the same sky, holding her screen close, feeling a little less alone that the galaxy had been warned. But this time, humanity wasn't striking with weapons. It was reaching out, and they would never stop. Asterisk, asterisk, title. The galaxy was warned. Now humanity strikes. And they learn we never hold back twice. Asterisk, 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 part 2. The signal between stars. Asterisk, asterisk. The clock ticked toward 20 o'clock Earth time. Eli sat in his small living unit on Mars Colony 3, heart beating like a drum. His hands were warm, his mouth dry. He had cleaned the room, charged the comms array, even lit the little earth-scent candle Maya once said reminded her of home pine and rain. He looked at the red rocket model again. This time, he picked it up and placed it beside his screen, where she could see it. The call was supposed to be simple, just a voice chat. But to Eli, it felt like the most important mission of his life. Asterisk, what if she's changed? Asterisk, asterisk, what if I don't know what to say? Asterisk, asterisk, what if she's only calling out of pity? Asterisk, but then he remembered her message. The way her voice cracked when she said, asterisk, I missed your voice. That wasn't pity. That was truth. That was hope. The screen blinked. Incoming call. His breath caught. He tapped accept. And there she was. Maya. Older. Tired around the eyes. Her dark hair now streaked with silver, pulled into a loose braid. But her smile, soft, familiar, like sunlight through clouds, was the same. Hey, Eli, she said. Hey, Maya, he whispered. You look really good. She laughed, a sound that made his chest ache. Lear, I haven't slept in days. Still working on that atmosphere project? He asked. Yeah. We found a planet with nitrogen-oxygen balance, almost like Earth. But it's fragile. One wrong move and it collapses. She paused. Kind of like some friendships, huh? Eli looked down. I'm sorry I let us drift. I'm sorry too, she said. I thought you were busy. Bet you moved on. I didn't want to bother you. You could never bother me, Eli said, his voice stronger now. You were my best friend. You are. They sat in silence for a moment, not awkward, but full, like two pieces of a puzzle, finally touching again. Then Maya noticed the rocket. Is that the red one? Eli said, lifting it gently. I built it for you. Well, for us. I didn't know if you'd care, but I had to try. Maya's eyes glistened. You always did things like that. Remember when I was sick? And you walked 3 miles to bring me soup, even in the rain? You wouldn't answer your messages, Eli said, smiling. I had to make sure you were alive. She laughed, then wiped her cheek. That's the thing about humans, isn't it? We don't give up. Not really. Eli tilted his head. What do you mean? Maya leaned closer to the screen. Out here, among the stars, other species don't understand us. The Varnaks think love is inefficient. The Zealands say long-distance bonds are illogical. But we send messages across years of light. We build things for people we may never see again. We hope when there's no proof it will work. Eli nodded slowly. We don't do it because it makes sense. We do it because it matters. Exactly, Maya said. That's our strength. Not weapons, not speed. Connection. We reach. Even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. They talked for hours about Earth, about Mars, about the storms, the new forests, the kids learning to grow food in domes. Maya told him about Proxima Station, the loneliness, the beauty of alien sunsets, the weight of being so far from home. I used to think science would fill the silence, she said, but it doesn't. Only people do. Eli thought of the message she'd sent. Simple, honest, no grand words. Just I miss you. And look what it did. Maybe that was the HFY truth, not in war, not in conquest, but in this. A single act of courage. A voice in the dark. A hand reaching across the void. The next morning, Eli walked to the colony's comms tower. He asked the tech team for a favor. Can we boost a signal? Just a little? Send it wide not just to Proxima, but to all human outposts? Sure, said Lena, the lead engineer. What's the message? Eli smiled. Just a recording. And the image of a little red rocket. They sent it that night. A simple voice. Asterisk. To anyone out there who misses someone, say something. It might be the one thing they've been waiting for. Asterisk, then, Eli's voice telling the story of the rocket. Of Maya, of the silence. Of the call. They didn't know who would hear it. A miner on Titan. A teacher on Europa, a doctor on a deep space hospital ship. A child writing a letter to a parent on Alpha Centauri. But the message spread and slowly, quietly. People began to speak again. A woman on Ganymede called her sister after 10 years. A man on a supply freighter sent a song he wrote to his old crew. A young scientist on a distant moon played a childhood lullaby for her mother light years away, no. Armies, no battles, just hearts, remembering how to beat together. Back on Mars, Eli got a new message. From Maya. Asterisk title. The galaxy was warned. Now humanity strikes. And they learn we never hold back twice asterisk part 3. The long way. Home asterisk. The days after the call felt different. Eli still worked on the solar grids, still helped the kids with their science projects, still watched the twin moons rise over the red dust. But now there was a lightness in his steps, a quiet hum in his chest. Maya was coming, not in a year, not someday. In 3 weeks, the shuttle from Proxima Station had been approved. A rare direct route, a short window. And she had chosen him to come back, even if just for a little while. Still, Eli worried what if things were awkward? What if 5 years had changed them too much? What if she looked around Mars Colony 3 and thought, asterisk, this is where he's been? This small place? Asterisk, he wanted everything to be perfect, so he cleaned his apartment again. He planted a small garden in the biodome, using earth soil samples. He even found an old music box that played a melody Maya loved as a kid, asterisk, twinkle. Twinkle, star of night, asterisk. But the more he prepared, the more he realized it wasn't about perfection. It was about showing up. Just like he had with that first message, just like she had with her reply. That was the human way, not grand gestures, but small, brave acts of love. And then, one quiet morning, Eli got a new message, not from Maya, but from someone else. A stranger. Hi Eli, greater than asterisk, I heard your recording. The one about the rocket. I'm on a mining rig near Neptune. I haven't spoken to my brother in 8 years. We fought before he left. I thought it was over, but after hearing your voice, I sent him a note. Just 2 words. Hey bro. He replied today. We're talking again. Greater than thank you. I forgot how much it matters to just try. Asterisk, Eli read it 3 times. Then he smiled. He wasn't just reconnecting with Maya. His courage had sparked something in someone else. A chain of hope, stretching across the solar system. He replied, asterisk, I'm glad. Keep talking. It's worth it. Asterisk, he posted the message, with permission, on the colony's public board. No name, just the story. And slowly, more people began to share. A teacher on Europa wrote about calling her father after years of silence. Medic on a deep space rescue ship said he forgave his best friend. A young engineer on Titan said she finally told her mother, asterisk, I love you. Asterisk, after thinking she'd run out of time. It wasn't a war. That wasn't a protest. It was something quieter, something deeper. It was humanity choosing connection over fear. Eli started a small project. He called it Signal Back, a simple network where people could record short messages, letters, songs, even silence, and send them to loved ones across the stars. No pressure, no expectations. Just the chance to say, asterisk, I remember you. Asterisk, the colony embraced it. Kids recorded jokes for grandparents on Earth. Couples whispered goodnight across time zones. Old friends shared memories like treasures. And every week, Eli added a new message of his own. This week, asterisk, Maya's shuttle leaves in 10 days. I'm nervous, but I'm also happy. Like something broken is being fixed, one small piece at a time. Asterisk, then, the day before Maya's launch, Eli got a call, not video, just voice. Hey, Maya said, her voice soft, a little tired. I'm at the station. Final checks. They say the jump will take 18 hours with the new drive. That's fast, Eli said. You'll be here tomorrow. There was a pause. Then she said, I'm scared, Eli. He didn't laugh. Didn't say asterisk, don't be. Asterisk, he just said, me too. I keep thinking, what if it's not the same? What if we try, and it just hurts more? Eli looked out the window. The stars were bright tonight. I don't know, he said honestly. But I do know this. We were friends once. Real ones. And even if we have to learn each other again, that's okay. We've got time. And we've got this chance. That's more than most people get, Maya breathed out slowly. You always knew what to say? I didn't, Eli said. I just knew I didn't want to lose you. Another silence. But warm this time. I'll see you tomorrow, she said. I'll be there, he promised. The next morning, Eli stood at the Mars Central dock, surrounded by families, workers, and a few curious kids. The Astra Dawn, the Proxima shuttle, glided in smoothly, landing with a soft hiss. His heart pounded. The ramp lowered, and then there she was, Maya. She wore a simple gray coat, her eyes scanning the crowd. And when she saw him, she stopped, smiled, and began to walk, no running. No shouting, just steps steady, real, full of years and silence and love. When she reached him, she didn't hug him right away. She looked at him. Really looked. You kept the rocket, she said. nodding at the model he held. "I told you I would." Then, slowly, she opened her arms, and Eli stepped in, It wasn't like the old days, It wasn't like the movies, It was better, because it was real. Two people who had drifted apart, who had let time and distance win just for a while, who had found their way back, not because it was easy, but because it mattered. Later, as they sat in the biodome, sipping tea made from earth herbs, Maya said, "You know, the Varnaks would call this inefficient, traveling light years just to see a friend." Eli smiled. "But we're not Varnaks." "No," she said. "We're humans. And we don't measure distance in light years. We measure it in care." Eli looked at her. "Then we've come a long way." They laughed, and somewhere across the galaxy, another person opened an old message. Another heart took a breath. Another hand reached out, because that was the truth the universe was learning. Humanity doesn't strike with hate, that we strike with hope. We don't give up. We don't stay silent, that we reach across space, across time, across pain, and when we do, we show the Starshwood it means to never hold back twice. Asterisk, asterisk, title. The galaxy was warned, now humanity strikes. And they learn we never hold back twice, asterisk, 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 part 4. The message that crossed the dark. Asterisk, asterisk, Maya had been on Mars for 10 days. It wasn't Earth. It wasn't home. But for the first time in years, she felt something close to peace. She walked with Eli through the red dust, past the green domes where tomatoes and lettuce grew under artificial suns. They talked about everything, old memories, new fears, the shears. Way the stars looked sharper here, clearer. At night, they sat by the observation window, sipping warm drinks, watching the same sky they once studied as kids. But even in the quiet joy of being together again, Eli noticed something. Maya would pause sometimes, stare at her wristband, hesitate before replying to a message. Once, he saw her reading a note from Proxima Station, her team lead, asking if she'd reconsider extended leave. "You don't have to stay," Eli said gently one evening. "I don't want you to feel stuck." Maya looked at him. "I'm not stuck. I'm choosing." That's the difference. Still, Eli knew the truth. Distance wasn't just about space. It was about life pulling people in different directions. And he didn't want her to have to choose between her dreams and their friendship. So he did what humans do best. He found a way. The next morning, he visited the Mars Communications Hub. He asked Lina, the lead engineer, a question. "Can we set up a live feed between here and Proxima Station? Not just data voice, video, even shared screens? Something stable. Something real?" Lina raised an eyebrow. "You mean like a permanent link? That's not easy. Signal lag, power needs, relay alignment." "I know," Eli said. "But Maya's work is there. And I don't want us to lose her again just because she has to go back." Lina studied him. Then she smiled. "You're not just building a connection. You're building a bridge." They got to work. With help from volunteers across the colony. They repurposed old satellite relays, upgraded the deep space array, and used a new AI-guided frequency stabilizer technology developed after the Kepler 9 disaster, meant for emergency signals. Now it would be used for something softer, something stronger. A week later, the Twin Light Link was ready. A direct, stable, real-time channel between Mars Colony 3 and Proxima Station. Not for war, not for orders, but for people. First test was simple. Eli stood in the comms room. Maya stood in her lab, 4.2 light years away. The screen lit up. No delay. No glitch, just her face, clear as if she were in the next room. "Hi," she said. "Hi," Eli said. "Looks like it works." Tears filled her eyes. You did this. For me? For us, he said. And for everyone else who's ever said goodbye too soon. Word spread fast. Scientists on Titan used the same tech to collaborate with teens on Earth. A grandmother on Europa read bedtime stories to her granddaughter. On Ganymede, a musician on a deep space cruiser played a duet with his sister on Mars Notes. Traveling across the void, perfectly in sync. The twin light link became more than a tool. It became a symbol. That distance didn't have to mean silence. That love could travel faster than loneliness. But Eli wasn't done. One night, as he ended, Maya sat in the biodome garden. He handed her a small device, a polished metal box with a button on top. What is it? She asked. A message box, he said. I made it for you. Press the button. She did. A recording played Eli's voice, soft and warm. Day 17. Missed our morning walk. Saw a red bird today, kind of like the one that stole your sandwich. In the park. I told it you'd want it back. Maya laughed. You recorded these? Every day, he said. Even when I thought you were too far to hear. Even when I thought we were done. She pressed the button again. Another message. Day 42. Fix the old radio. Played that song you liked. The one about the stars. I danced. No one saw. I promise. Tears. Rolled down her cheeks. Eli took a breath. I want you to have this. And I want you to make one for me. So even when we're apart, we're still here. She hugged him. You're impossible, you know that? I prefer hopeful, he said with a smile. The next week, Maya returned to Proxima Stati. Title. The galaxy was warned. Now humanity strikes. And they learn we never hold back twice. Part 5. The quiet light between us. Winter came to Mars colony. 3. Not like Earth's winters with snow and ice, but in the way the light changed. The sun hung lower, the domes frosted at the edges, and the wind carried fine red dust that tapped against the windows like quiet fingers. Eli missed Maya. She was back on Proxima Station, working on the new atmospheric project. The twin light. Link still worked every night. They shared a few minutes, sometimes laughing, sometimes just sitting in silence, watching the same stars from different worlds. But it wasn't the same as having her there, sipping tea in the biodome, or walking through the red dust as the twin moons rose. He tried not to let the loneliness show. He helped the kids build a new greenhouse. He fixed the old music box that played Twinkle, Twinkle, Star of Night. He even started teaching a class on Earth history, telling stories of oceans, forests, and cities lit up at night like fallen stars. But at night, when the colony grew quiet, he'd press the button on the message box Maya had made for him. Voice would fill the room. Day 8. I saw a double sunrise today. It reminded me of that morning we stayed up all night watching meteors. You fell asleep on my shoulder. I didn't wake you. He'd smile. Then his chest would ache. Distance wasn't just space. It was the small things. The way she laughed at bad jokes. The way she always forgot her gloves. The way she said his name like it mattered. One evening, as he sat by the window, a message arrived, not from Maya, but from a young man named Yalan, on a mining outpost near Pluto. Eli, greater than asterisk, I saw your story. The one about the message box. My sister and I haven't spoken in 3 years. She moved to Europa for school. We fought before she left. I said things I can't take back. Greater than I made a message box like yours. I recorded 20 messages. I sent it to her. I don't know if she opened it. I don't know if she'll forgive me. Greater than, but I had to try. Eli, read it slowly. Then he replied, greater than Yalan, greater than asterisk, I didn't know if Maya would answer me either. I sent that first message thinking it might vanish into the dark, but it didn't. Yours won't either. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be honest. And love. Greater than keep trying. We always come back to the people who matter. Asterisk, he hit send. Then he looked at the stars. He realized something. Every time someone reached out, it wasn't just a message dot. It was a light, small, quiet, but unbreakable. Those lights were spreading dot the next day. Eli went to the Cones hub. He asked Lena for a favor. Can we boost the twin light link signal? Just for one night. Make it open not just for Proxima, but for anyone who wants to connect with someone they miss. Lena smiled. You want to turn it into a beacon? Yeah. Eli said. A quiet one. They called it the Night of Voices. No announcements. No fanfare. Just a simple note sent across human colonies. Greater than asterisk tonight. At 20 o'clock Earth time, the long-range channel will be open. Say what you need to say. To anyone. No delay. No filters. Just your voice. Greater than you're not alone. Asterisk that night, Eli sat in the biodome. The message box in his lap at 20 o'clock. The signal opened and the voices came. A father on Titan said, asterisk, I'm sorry I wasn't there. A daughter on Ceres whispered, I still keep your letters under my pillow. Asterisk a soldier on a deep space. Patrol played a song on a broken flute his brother had taught him that tune when they were kids. Then, a familiar voice Maya. She wasn't on the main channel. She had sent a private link. Hey, she said, her face appearing on his screen. I'm on break. I heard about tonight. I wanted to say something. Eli held his breath. I used to think moving away meant I had to leave pieces of myself. Behind, she said. My past, my people, my heart. But you showed me that's not true. We don't lose each other. We just learn new ways to stay close. She paused. I love my work. But I also love this. You. Us. And I don't want to choose. So I applied for a joint research post-split time between Proxima and Mars. It's not approved yet, but I wanted you to know. I'm trying to come home, even if home is two places now. Tears filled Eli's eyes. You don't have to come here to be home, he said. Home is wherever we choose to stay connected. She smiled. Then I'm already there. After the call, Eli walked outside. The sky was clear. Thousands of stars above. And across the solar system, thousands of voices had spoken into the dark. No weapons. No war cries. Just love. Just humanity refusing to let go. A child on Ganymede pressed a button on a message box. An old couple on Earth held hands as a recording played from their son on Mars. A lonely engineer on a drifting station wept as his best friend said, asterisk, I've missed you every day. Asterisk, the galaxy had seen many species, cold and logical. Fast and fierce. None like this, none who sent messages across years of silence, none who built bridges just to say asterisk, I care. Asterisk, none who believed, against all odds, that love could travel farther than light. And slowly, the universe began to understand. When humans say, asterisk, we never hold back twice, they don't mean revenge. They mean love asterisk. The first time they may hesitate, they may fear, they may wait too long. But the second time, they give everything. Because that's who we are. Not the loudest. Not the strongest. But the ones who keep coming back. Who keep speaking. Who keep believing. And in the end, that quiet light, the one that crosses the dark, the one that says asterisk, still here. Asterisk is stronger than any storm. Eli looked up at the stars. Somewhere, Maya was doing the same. And though they were far apart, they were not alone, because the signal had been sent. The light had been lit. And humanity soft. Stubborn, unbreakable was proving. Once again, that Hope Eyes never wasted. Asterisk asterisk title. The galaxy was warned, now humanity strikes. And they learn we never hold back twice. Asterisk 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 part 6. The words that traveled farther than light. Asterisk asterisk. The message arrived on a quiet morning. Eli was in the greenhouse, helping a group of kids plant carrot seeds under the soft glow of grow lights. His hands were in the soil, real earth soil, shipped in crates years ago and guarded like treasure. The air smelled of damp earth and hope. His wristband buzzed. It was from Maya. Eli, greater than asterisk. The joint post came through. I'll be splitting my time between Proxima and Mars. First rotation starts in 6 weeks. I'm really happy. Not just about the job. About coming back to you. Greater than. I've been thinking. What if we made the twin light link available to everyone? Not just scientists or colonists. Anyone. Anywhere. A free channel. No cost. No delays. Just connection. Greater than. You started this. But it's not just ours anymore. It's humanity's. Asterisk. Eli read it twice. Then he smiled so wide the kids noticed. What's wrong, Mr. Eli? Asked Lina, the youngest, her hands covered in dirt. Nothing, he said, voice thick. Everything's right. That afternoon, he went to the Kun's hub. Lina was already there, sipping her morning tea and scanning relay data. She said yes. Eli said before she could speak. Lina grinned. About time. I've been routing test signals to other colonies. The network can handle it. We just need to open the door and make sure everyone knows it's open, Eli added. They called it the open channel. No passwords. No fees. No limits. Just a single frequency, clear and strong, available to every human outpost, station, and colony across the solar system and beyond. The message was simple. Greater than asterisk. If you miss someone, speak. Greater than. If you need to say sorry, say it. If you just want to hear a voice from home, we're here. Asterisk. They didn't expect what happened next. Within hours, the channel lit up. A fisherman on Titan sang a lullaby to his newborn granddaughter on Earth. A teacher on Europa read a bedtime story to her students who'd moved to Mars. Man on a deep space cargo ship played a recording of his wife's laugh she'd passed 2 years ago, but he still talked to her every night. And then a message came through, not live, but recorded from a research drone near the edge of the Kuiper Belt. It was from a woman named Nia, part of a long-term deep space monitoring crew. They'd been out of contact for over a year, their ship drifting beyond normal range. Asterisk. I don't know if anyone can hear this. We lost our main comm 6 months ago, but we kept the little recorder running. I've been talking every day to my son. He's 7. I missed his birthday, his first day of school. I don't even know if he remembers my voice. But today, we caught a signal. A loop, playing over and over. Your night of voices. I heard a father say, I'm proud of you. And I broke down. Greater than. We're coming home. The engines are fixed. And I'm bringing this recording with me, so my son knows I never stopped loving him, even when I was too far to say it. Asterisk. Eli played the message in the colony square that night. People gathered under the dome, wrapped in coats, holding mugs of warm tea. Some cried, some held each other. All listened, because this wasn't just about technology. It was about heart. About the unbreakable thread that ties one human to another, no matter how far apart. Afterward, a young girl named Mira approached Eli. She was 10, quiet, with eyes that always seemed to be searching the stars. I have a cousin, she said. On Alpha Centauri, we used to play together on video. But then Mom said the link was too expensive. We stopped. Eli knelt so he could look her in the eye. You can use the open channel. Anytime. It's free now. She blinked. Really? Really, he said. And if you want, I'll help you send your first message. That night, Mira recorded a short video. Hi, Kale, she said, holding up a drawing of two girls standing on different planets, connected by a rainbow bridge. I made this for you. I miss you. The sky here is red, but the stars are the same. I hope you like it. I love you. She sent it,